Hi, I'm Brian Hill. This is a senior's guide to e-bike accessories. Here's my tip number 1. Your bike will come with a seat, but I like an extra wide, comfortable seat. This is a cruiser style bike, and you can see that the regular seats that you can get, this one happens to be from Schwinn, available at Target. Walmart also has some wider seats. Great accessory. Tip number 2 is flashing lights, both at the front and down here in the rear. And they're not expensive. You're talking about $5 or so, and they're rechargeable, which is a great feature as well. I keep a couple of little USB chargers in the garage so that I can easily bring them up to speed. I only have to do that about every 3 weeks. Tip number 3 is wear a bright windbreaker or a bright t-shirt as well. I used to ride motorcycles for years, and I call it "Don't Hit Me" yellow. Tip number 5 are bike gloves. Let's talk about the bike gloves with the fingers exposed. First of all, nice to have padding here, nice to have some cooling effect and be able to handle fine items with your fingers exposed in the warmer weather. When the weather turns colder, it's nice to have, well, some padding, but also some protection for your fingers, because this is where you lose heat in the direction of the wind, and you want to have your fingers nice and warm. You want to get some bike shorts. They're stretchable and comfortable, and they also come with padding, which makes the experience much more enjoyable. If you've been watching my videos, you've noticed this helmet. This is actually a helmet with a visor installed in it, and to protect your eyes from the sun. You may be struggling with sunglasses on, off, and I like this. You just push down the helmet, you've got the protection from the sun. Also, it just snaps off with magnets, and I did a little customization. I put a piece of electrical tape along the top of it. This is an old motorcycle trick, and then you just tilt your head down and you can completely cut out the sun, tilt your head back up again, and you still look through the majority of the sun protection that this gives you, and then it snaps right back on. You can have it on or you can have it off. I find this peak that is here, technically on most bike helmets, it's fairly useless because you can't get the helmet down low enough to get it to shield out the sun. If you're thinking about rear view mirrors, you may wonder, well, what style should I get? I'm a fan of these that go into the end of the handlebar. They're inexpensive, they're easy to adjust if you need to give them a little quick fix, and I recommend them for any bike, so you can not only see the person behind you may be bicycling with, you can see whether a car is coming up on top of you as well, and you don't have to twist and look around. You can just glance down by your handlebars, not taking your eyes off the road. There are several different brands of rear view mirrors, the ones that go under the ends of the handlebars. Doesn't really matter which one you choose. There are some strap-on rear view mirrors, and I find that they really magnify the vibration and are not very good. This has a parabolic mirror, so you see a little bit wider than you would normally if you swung your head around, and that's the type to get. Your bike will come with a bell, most likely. It'll look like this. It has a little sort of pathetic sound to it, and I recommend that you get a replacement, still inexpensive bell for a bicycle, and then you're looking at something more spectacular. Get out of the way, look out for me, or help. The great thing is these accessories are not expensive, but they add to the quality of your riding life, and in terms of bright colors, they can even help save your life. Please look for my other videos, a senior's guide to e-bikes and buying e-bikes. This is the accessory video, and I have another one on what it's like to unpack an e-bike that you buy online. If you like what you see here, you can hit subscribe, and don't forget, you can find this summary of these tips that I've given you in the description area right underneath the video.